HRWize gives you the ability to create an intranet accessible to your employees. You can easily create pages containing text, images, videos, and links to other websites. To create a page, we must go to Administration, HR, and then Pages. Here you can see any pages that may have already been created. Before we start, we might want to look at the setting categories for our pages. These can be for your new employee onboarding, learning development, or perhaps even events. So we'll click on Categories. And here we can see the categories that have been added already. And here you can add categories by clicking on the Add button. For now, let's click on Cancel. Here we can click on Add to create a new page, but instead, we'll take a look at one of the pages that we have already created. Here, we can see the page title, a description if needed, category from those we created earlier, the version, and the author. Here is where we create the content for our page. As you can see, there are a range of different buttons to set the file, font, color, or even a bulleted list, set tables, or even columns, and you can add a link, image, or even a video to your page. As you can see, you do not need any web design skills, but you can click on the Code View button right here to view your page's HTML code if required. Scrolling down, we can see that we can limit the Accesses page by department and/or by site. And finally, before we click on Submit, we can set the order we want the page to appear for our users. So now let's take a look at how the page looks like in the Employees view. Below the self-service icon, we can see the World or Internet icon. Here we can see that there's an onboarding category with a page containing important information for new employees. And here we can see the Events category, which contains a page for the vegetable picking. As you can see, it is possible to add different text style, size, and even color, and also you can add an image. Since we're on the Employees page, let's take a look at this icon right here at the bottom of the side menu. We can see a link to our company's support site. If you click on this link, the website will open in a separate tab on your browser. So how do we add these links? Returning to our administrator view, to create a link, we must go to Administration, Company, Settings, and then Links. We can click on Add to create a new link, but let's click on the Edit action of a link that we have just created. You can see the name, the URL or address of the site, a description if needed, and the icon, which will be displayed on the side menu for this link. Scrolling down, we can choose which user group, department, and/or sites can or cannot see the link. And finally, before we submit or cancel, we can also set the order of the link, which will be displayed if there are more than one link. Now in the side menu, we can see both links that we have just created. Whereas this user can only see one link, perhaps because she's not a member of a user group that has permission to see the second link. In addition to adding a link to an external web page, you can also integrate a Twitter account. This can be your own company account or perhaps a used channel. To add a Twitter account, you must go to Administration, Company, Settings, and then Branding Settings. Click on the Edit action of one of your branding templates and scroll to the bottom of your screen. And in the Twitter handle field, you must enter the name of the Twitter account. Please note, you don't need to put the @ symbol, just the name. You can set your tweet limit and where you want to position your Twitter feed, above the announcements, between announcements and workflows, or below workflows. Once done, you click on Submit to finish. And to the right of your screen, we can now see the embedded Twitter feed.